The Nintendo Switch is Nintendo's most recent home console, and it is truly a step in the right direction for the company. It's been very successful thus far, and according to Nintendo, we're only about halfway through its lifetime, so there's still lots more to come. Apart from the whole TV and on-the-go thing, the main selling point of the Switch is the exclusives, which have honestly been amazing. Whether it's Breath of the Wild, which is praised by almost anyone who's played it, or Animal Crossing that took the world by storm and is on track to being one of the best-selling Nintendo games of all time, there's something for everyone on this console. There's even tons of indie games as well. But that's not what I'm here to rank. Today, we'll be ranking my top 5 Nintendo Switch exclusives. So hello everyone, and welcome to what will be my last console game ranking video for a while. I do still have to rank PS4 games, but there's still some big games I want to play before I do that, like Uncharted 4 and Bloodborne. I'll also be ranking my favorite indie games sometime, as well as just my top 10 favorite games of all time. But like I said, don't expect any of those too soon. Before we get into the ranking, I should mention that as of now, I haven't played Fire Emblem, Paper Mario, Pokemon, and most surprisingly, Animal Crossing. Yeah, I know, it's pretty much the most popular Switch game, and I might play it eventually, just not yet. But with that, let's get into the number 5 spot. Splatoon 2. After the success of the first game on the Wii U, which was also in my top 5, a sequel to Splatoon was pretty much inevitable. While I do admit that some things like the campaign and local multiplayer were downgraded, about everything else was improved on. Unlike the original, I actually played the online mode quite a bit and had a blast doing so. I still love all the weapon variety and definitely all the new modes. Personally, my favorite edition was Salmon Run, which I had a great time playing with friends and online. It was nice to work together to defeat AI instead of battling against other people who always seemed to be way better at the game than me. Anyways, I don't really know what else to say. It's not as popular as it was at launch, but I would still highly recommend Splatoon 2 for anyone looking for a good third-person shooter on the Switch. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Before I played this game, I had never played the original game due to how outdated it was. Believe me, I'm fine with older games, but Link's Awakening was just a little too old. Plus, I didn't have any way to play it either, so when this game was announced, I was really pumped to finally play it. And man, it was a blast. It might have not offered a lot of new content to the game, apart from the disappointing Dungeon Maker, but apart from that, it was fantastic. While at first I questioned the toy-like look of the game, it turned out to be one of my favorite parts. The music, atmosphere, and personality of the characters and enemies added up to create such a masterful, light-hearted tone that was so sweet to experience. The overworld was fun to explore, the items were pretty neat, and I loved all the anime cutscenes as well as Marin and the other fun side characters. All the items, side quests in between dungeons could get a little confusing, but in the end it didn't matter. At the end of the day, this was just really a great game and a wonderful example of a remake. Everything was updated in a way that still stayed true to the original, but fixed annoyances like no color and having to wait every time you entered a new panel of the overworld. Honestly, it's just a game I feel like I could go play again and again, even if it doesn't offer that much new each time. It's just that charming and fun, and a must-have for any Zelda fan. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. With the last Smash game I had being Brawl, Smash Ultimate was a huge step up, and this time I actually put time into learning characters and how to fight instead of just spamming buttons. Smash Ultimate is truly the ultimate fighting game. With the DLC characters adding video game characters from all different games and consoles, Smash Ultimate is a celebration of video games as a whole, and a very good one at that. The mechanics of fighting are refined to make it as balanced and fun as possible. The stages are mostly great and offer tons of different battles. Mii and StageMaker are a blast to mess around with, and this is all without mentioning spirits and the single player mode. While not at all comparing to Subspace Emissary, it was still incredibly fun and I'm glad I played it. Whether it's casually playing with friends on the couch or competitively battling out on the kinda sucky online mode, Smash Bros. Ultimate has so much to offer, you'll never get bored. I mean, what's not to love when you can have a fight between Joker, Banjo-Kazooie, Sans, and the Vault Boy? But actually, Smash Ultimate is just a blast, and I'll never forget some of the really stupid but fun memories I've made with it. Super Mario Odyssey. I've played through this game around 4 times now, and that pretty much sums up how much I love it. This is my favorite Mario game, no doubt about it. Galaxy and Super Mario World are good, but Odyssey is just so phenomenal. The movement is absolutely top notch, which is essential for a platformer, and I don't know, everything is just so great. Cappy adds so much to this game, whether with his additions to the platforming or the amazing capture mechanic. All the different worlds feel unique and are always tons of fun to explore and collect moons from. They're all so out there, like the city where you just have some normal people, which is really weird, or a stylistically unique place like Cap Town. I just love them all. The story is just traditional Mario stuff, but the bosses are fantastic, and I love the finale of the game. The challenging dark and darker side of the moon always feel great to overcome, and I mean, I don't know, this game is just so fantastic and is full of some truly brilliant ideas. I really hope we get a sequel sometime, because I could always go for more platforming with these amazing tight mechanics. Anyways, before we get into number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I don't actually own this game because I see no need to with owning Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, but when I've played it with friends, I've had a blast, as long as we don't kill each other in the process. ARMS. Definitely an underrated title, ARMS is a very fun game that was neat for quite a while, but just didn't offer quite enough to be worth it. Still, battling against friends was good enough to make me appreciate the game quite a bit, and I really do enjoy the motion controls. Luigi's Mansion 3. This is really a great game, just not my style. The cutscenes are great and I love the mood of the game, but puzzle games aren't my favorite and the controls are a little too wonky for my liking. Still, it's a great addition to the series and I'm glad to see that fans of the series are happy. But that is all the honorable mentions I have, so let's get into the number 1 spot. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I mean, what else could it be at this point? And where the heck do I start? Not only is Breath of the Wild a masterpiece of a game in almost every aspect, it just means so much to me. It was my first Zelda game and really introduced me into how amazing video games can be. Sure, Undertale has still impacted me the most, but I still believe that Breath of the Wild is one of the most important games in my life. Apart from that though, it's just a really great game. In a world packed with boring cut-and-paste exploration-based open-world games, Breath of the Wild stands out as one of the best modern open worlds. Hyrule is rich in interesting locations, characters, and history. The music isn't classic Zelda songs, but it's more atmospheric and really sells some of the moves in the game. Hyrule Castle, man, jeez. I love the song and the location. It honestly just feels so much like the epic finale of the game, and I just love it so much. Shrines offer some interesting puzzles. Divine Beasts are, well, not gonna lie, alright, but not amazing, and that's pretty much just the whole story in general, but some of the cutscenes are truly pretty great and emotional. Moving away from all the exploration and world building that keeps you wanting to mess around in Hyrule, combat is another amazing part of the game. Zelda isn't really known for super deep combat or anything, but Breath of the Wild breaks yet another Zelda trait by having a deep and amazing combat system that is still so much fun to this day. All the enemy variety, runes, and adaptability come together to make such an amazing system. The DLC was great, Monk Maz Koshia is an absolutely stunning boss, and yeah. There's really not much more I can say without ranting on and on for hours. I love Breath of the Wild to bits, and can't wait for what's in store with the prequel and the sequel. It is what I believe to be the best game on the Nintendo Switch, and you have to play it if you haven't already. And that's it for this video. Do you guys have different lists, or do yours look just like mine? Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I hope to see all of you guys in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye.